Okay, today's topic here is forms personalizations. Personalizations we can do in the form of two things. One is custom PLL library. Okay, it's a library. We can modify the code after downloading it through Form Builder, or else we can go with the GUI based here, graphical user interface. That's an form personalization. I want to say this all comes under customization. Form customization we can do it in two things, two ways. One is custom PLL. I am not telling right away. Form personalization, I'm telling these are GUI based changes, graphical user interface changes, or we can say UI changes, user interface, without modifying much code. Code will be there little. So first example we'll see. One is hide fields, any field. Okay, hide fields. So first go to your application. System administrator, then security, user define. I would like to hide whatever the fields appearing over here one by one. So first I'll hide the field here, that is person. So to hide from here itself, there is a one option here, diagnostics, custom code, and personalize. So you can see four regions here. This is called as a rules region, okay, and this is condition, actions, and then context here. Four sections we can say in this. First section here, rule section. In the rule section, we'll give a sequence and then description here, hide person field, and whether it needs to fire at form level or function level. To disable this personalization, we can check this checkbox here. So there are two things here. Only specific to function, we can use specific or else form. Okay. And then if you want to do another personalization, you can go with the down one more. On this form, you can do n number of personalizations. Right now, only one, that is condition. When it has to fire here, see, sequence also you need to say the same way. First form level, next block level, next record. Records means this entire record. And then item means your field. Then when validate record. Validation is sometimes we should not enter negative amount like that. That type of things called as a when validate record. Then menus. Menus means in this menu you can see right now two menus are there. So you can enter n number of menus overall. So menus 15 and then special menus 45 are there. These are all special menus. So this is a special menu, clear record. Form is this one is. This is called as a form. Whatever you've seen, this is a form. This form is developed by a software that is Form Builder. This Oracle only developed already. Forms. Okay. This is a GUI, whatever you're seeing, form. If you go with anything, let's say in the morning also we have discussed, right? Like executable, this is also a form only. This is also a form. But page is there. By using Java, they have defined a page. So page you can go with a, let's say for example, I procurement or I receivable. I modules, all internet modules. See here, it will have a URL here. URL. See, this is having a URL. All URLs based on JDeveloper. Yes, those all by JDeveloper they have developed. Somewhere here you can check here. JDeveloper. You have to check. Is in the JDeveloper? Some SQL developer. Some shortcuts I have removed last week. developer forms, or else here itself in the drive, local drive, or dev spaces. See, this is JDeveloper home, home, JDeveloper. You can find out somewhere here all the JDeveloper related. It's already installed. Shortcut is not there, that we need to take out somewhere. This is executable file. I'm just sending a shortcut desktop. This one. This is a JDeveloper. So there are two things here. One is form, other one is OAF pages. That is, UI is in the form of two things. One is Oracle forms, another one is OAF. OAF pages developed by software that is JDeveloper, and forms developed by Forms Builder. Okay, two things here. Clear? Now we are talking about forms hiding fields. OAF, Oracle Application Framework it is. Yeah, OAF. OAF means these are all the pages. See, if you look at here, this is based on the OAF only. So this is also a data storage only. Data storage, data retrieval, file exports, calling it from other page. All
Sir,
the
J means Java, sir.
it's a UIDs. Sorry,
J developer means Java developer, developed by OAF.
OAF pages developed by using JDeveloper. Okay,
J
Java,
stand for
Java only.
okay, Java.
Code, everything will be available readily actually inside of the JDeveloper. Oracle only developed everything in this. Okay. Java language only. Correct. So these are all code, everything. See, this is all ready made almost. You can almost copy paste kind of thing. Okay. Yeah, by using a Java developer, they have built these pages. Like they kept export buttons, they kept go buttons, or else we can say they have given here LOV. See, this is LOV. These are all the screens. If you want to develop page like this, you have to use this JDeveloper. By using underlying this code is Java only. Clear, understood? So I mean to say the user interface screens, if you want to build, then you have to use this Oracle ready-made tool. In this, you have to keep all the LOV, buttons, text, the whole user interface you can design by using this Java. No, no, JDeveloper is a tool. It's a tool name. See, this is a tool. If you look at here, it's a tool. Oracle tool only it is. Oracle JDeveloper. But in this, yes, no, no. Yeah, J developer uses language is Java, and we can design the OAF pages. You understood? Okay. Now you can go to same system administrator and security user define. So here is the place I would like to hide this field. You can go to diagnostics, same navigation. Sometimes it will not be available here. So there is a one option here, profile option, right? That is FND utilities it is. But this particular user, operations user, are not given properly. Get it from Google. Okay.
Can't they develop for forms using JDeveloper?
No, forms is form builder. That is called as a pages. Forms different, pages different.
Using JDeveloper only
Pages will be developed. This OA pages are advanced compared to forms. Nowadays, forms they are not using much. If you want to design a new UI compared to forms, you can go with a page.
Yeah, now using pages.
Yeah, correct. So nowadays, people are, but still forms. If I want to disable this user screen, instead of going with the OA page, we'll work with the forms only. Complete new functionality. If you want to go, people are preferring OA pages. Okay, but still you need to learn forms to introduce. Let's say if you want to disable this toolbar, then instead of designing OA page, again it will be some efforts, right? So we can simply modify this. Okay. Here, forms profile option.
Develop user interface.
User interface, yes.
Forms is also a
User interface. Forms little older. So it has some disadvantages. Okay. Only PLS will code you out right, but here inbuilt APIs are there. That's why people are preferring OAF. I'll show you the profile name for this, how to enable disable. See, okay, it is utilities, diagnostics. Utilities and diagnostics we have. Right now it is open. Earlier, what was that? Yeah, I tried with the FND. That was wrong. Okay. We have to try with the utilities and diagnostics for this particular. Right now, under your user, you have to make it no. Save. Okay. Your system will give priority to top priority to user, and we are mentioned as a no. And site level means it is yes. For other people, it will work, but for you, it will not work. The reason is under user level, we made it as no. Clear? So now let's see that whether it is we can go with that personalization or not, as we made it no.
Forms.
Yeah, forms. If you just these are all less weighted. OA framework pages are less weighted. See, these are all URL based. If you want to call another pages, then you can click on this simply. See, another URL came here. So comfort is good here and a lot of functionality. Let's say simply, if I want to export from here itself, there will be export button here. And to test properly, you can compare to forms like OA pages are advantages. These are all less weighted and components are less weighted, as well as these are all URL based, and you can design graphs and all. Yeah, some additional options are there here. Yes, correct. Now we can go to help, diagnostics, custom code and personalize. Just re-log in. Let's see.
So in pages, we need not to have interface because it's a URL.
Interface is required. So what I will do, I'll just show you. You will come to know some OA versus forms or labs. You will get to know some differences here. Okay, difference between OA and forms. There are many points listed out here. Okay, but all the points you don't need to see. Look and feel is good in OAF. So forms, this user interface doesn't look good. See, this is not that much good. But OAF is interesting, not better with comparing to OAF. Okay. In OAF, look and feel is good. This is the one point you have to check. And OAF pages are integrated with the Java top it is. And forms are application top. Application top means what it is. You can earlier you interacted with the in SAP, correct? This is an application top it is. You can go with the Oracle application server. Aura AS, right? These are all application properties. Oracle, Vision,
Executable.
yeah. No, like the files are that is based on Java, and here it is based on application server. It is. You can see the point here. OA pages are not integrated with the Java top, and forms are integrated with the application top. These are all the differences. Main points I am showing here, and forms based on client server architecture. Okay, client server, but this is MVC, right? Model view controller architecture here. You know, right? Model view controller. No idea. Okay, we'll see some other points here.
What is Java?
Java top is here directory. Like if you go to application top, here also Java directory will be there here. These are all Java related.
Binary files.
Not binary, Java related files it has. The code will be written into the Java only. All the class files we can say. And other than that, like if you want to integrate with the mobile devices to send SMSs and all, through forms we cannot do. So that is also an advantage. See somewhere here mentioned OA base can send through mobile devices. Usually end users and all, they will handle through mobiles, right? At the client side, managers and all, they will handle mobile. They will not open laptops and they will not check the emails. They will simply see in the smartphones. So that's why this is more preferable. OA pages can send through mobile devices, but forms we cannot send through mobile devices here. And any other points here? These are all just simply hierarchy. No need to. And then commit always taken. You may not understand this right now. So this one, OA pages are lightweight components. Forms are not lightweight. And then, yeah, these main points.
Means less storage.
Yes, correct. Less storage it is. So overall, in this, the entire table, 4 points you have to remember. One is look and feel. Another one is less weight. Then mobile devices, architecture. So nowadays, people are preferring OAF only, not forms, if there is a new requirement. Okay.
We are using forms.
Sorry.
We are using forms of.
Here. No, OAF also will use. OAF is also part of course.
But we know about the Oracle forms.
Right, correct. Okay. So we'll see as a separate topic this OAF around 10 classes we will take this OAF. Okay. Now we are still checking that the option is there or not. Diagnostics, custom code and personalized. You will get this type of error. So if you read this, function not available to this responsibility, change the responsibilities. If you get this type of issue, then there is a one profile option we have to enable. So what is that profile option name? Utilities, diagnostics. Correct? Utilities diagnostics is the profile option. So at which level we have to enable here? There are few levels. What are they? User level. Site is least. In between there are some other levels. You go to a responsibility here. System administrator. Then profile, system. These are all the levels. See, user. In between user top priority, site is least priority. What is meant by top and least? I am saying it. If you mention some value in the user and site, your system always will look for user only. If there is no value mentioned in this, then it will go to the next level. Okay. So right now user is operations and profile name is utilities diagnostics. Remember this. So it is no. User level we made is no, right? So make it yes. So once you save this and relog in, then only it will appear. Okay. Go to secure user define diagnostics custom code personalize. Still it is problem. The reason is we have to relog in. Just relogging in. Yeah, security user defined. See, it's opening up, correct? So this we only entered hide person field is the rules region it is. I already told you there are 4 sections here. Rules, conditions, context, actions. These are all called as a sections in form personalizations. We typed off of the matter here, user level, application level. So before the responsibility, right? Application and one more is site level, another one is organization. Correct? One more server also there. Even I never use server organization. These 4 I have used multiple times. Clear? This is a profile name to enable or disable. Okay. Now let's go with the next further conditions here. We have the hierarchy here. Form means this entire is called as a form. Block means so this is a header block and this is a condition block and this is an action block. One category is called as a block. Like we have seen in the requisition, right? Headers, lines, distributions. There are 3 types of blocks are there. Header, line, distribution, and the requisition. Here also how many blocks are there? Condition block, action block, correct, right? 2 blocks. So after block, the next is record. Record means this entire. This is called as a record. Yes. And one more item. Item is individual field. And then valid record is a condition. How many menus we have is 45 menus are there, special menus. Clear? So right now, while opening a form, it has to fire. That's why I'm selecting when your form is starts. Clear? But in the action button, property will discuss all the 4 types in different examples. Right now, I'm talking about only property. Only property. So property name is what? Is that the window property or block property? Property means these are all the titles, expanding, uh, I mean to say increasing the length of this individual fields or renaming this. Okay, these are all comes under a property. Property is related to text fields or canvas, whatever, or LOV also a property only. Right now, item property I'm talking about. Item is individual field. Now go with the target object here. So there are various prompts here. So you can check prompts. Prompts is headings. So I am looking for a person here. See, prompt name is person, and it is under user screen. It is. Got it? Right now, what is the value of it? Person. Now, instead of prompt text, I would like to. I don't want to display this displayed. See, there are so many features. Once check one by one. Go slowly. మాది ఒక 10 చెప్పాలి గుర్తుపెట్టుకో కమన్ ఊరికి చూడమంటే ఇటు చూస్తా ఉందా మా శిరీష శిరీష ఒక 4 చెప్పాలి పక్క శిరీష నువ్వే చెప్తావా సరే ఒకసారి చూసుకో ఓకే ప్రియాంక టెల్ మీ హౌ మెనీ హావ్ సీన్ నేను అడిగింది ప్రియాంక టెల్ మీ ప్రాపర్టీస్ అనిల్ చూల్ కనిపించలేదా నువ్వు ఎట్లా ఉన్నారో నేల టికెట్ చూసినట్టు ఈడ కూర్చోవాలి 0.25 నీ సైట్ ఆర్ 0.5 సైట్ ఉన్నట్టుంది ఇవ్వాలి ఇవి కనబడలేదా లెటర్స్ ఇప్పుడు ఏంటి చెప్పు రెంట్ మాసం అయితే నువ్వు అద్దాలు వాడాల్సిందే అద్దాలు వాడాలి బీ కేర్ఫుల్ నాకు కూడా 1.5 వచ్చేంత వరకు నేను ఐడెంటిఫై చేయలేదు సైట్ ఓకే ఓకే the field is required I'm making okay right now false we can make it true or else we can hide directly so there is an option here option is displayed to get value right now it is appearing we can make it false save now close and reopen so right now it will not appear when it will fire we indicated while opening it has to fire correct close this do you see that now not there in the same way I would like to hide facts so how to hide a fax you tell me now navigation no need to practice also okay next tell me Priyanka what should I select fax right then property name Priyanka lip sync చేస్తాను ఎవరికి చెప్పకుండా
If we choose enabled, sir.
Huh?
If we choose enabled,
enabled
yes.
enabled means it will display that's it you mean to say true you are talking about true means it will appear false save okay now reopen fax is not there still it will be there but for our user only it is hidden that's why it is greatest feature right it is if you want to re-enable again what do you have to do enable no much science here so check disable the check boxes save it as it is okay that's why it is more popular feature now 11 5 10 onwards they have introduced this the version 11 5 10.2 this is the Oracle applications 11i version earlier it was not there okay right now Oracle applications version is R12.2 flavor there may be 12.20 12.22 12.24 12.2 right now what is the recent version just check 12 to 11 so they will release for every 3-4 months one new release we don't know what changes they have introduced they will give like this if you have a patience you can go through all this okay whatever new features these are all better go through okay you should be in touch with the subject upgradations if you have a time and patience go through all this okay so are you okay with this example hiding fields okay now second example is
Sir, if you want to build a
new form there is a form builder here there's a form builder so we have to click on this form builder and then you need to create data blocks
using the code,
code PLSQL code you have to write we'll discuss one or two forms we'll develop master detail forms okay what you can come to know how many types of canvases these are all the canvas content canvas tabbed canvas nowadays they are not giving much work on form that's why I'm not telling all this but still you should know at least how to develop a form you will come to know all the terminology inside of this mainly top priority topics I'm telling now later we'll see at least I'll share some videos okay the second example is calling a form from other form okay this is called as a zoom functionality in Oracle forms calling a form from other form okay this we'll see one built-in we'll use for this just before we have seen right one property whenever you practice form personalization, please disable, okay? Otherwise, other people, if they don't know form personalized topic, they will struggle. Do it. If you feel happy, then what you have to do? Disable, immediately disable it. So many people are working on flex fields. Flex fields, like Prabhakar on that day also you struggle. We should not disturb others. Someone did form that DFF and all, then Prabhakar spent almost 2-3 hours. You struggle unnecessarily. Correct? Anyway, your topic is what it is now. Diagnostics, custom, sort, personalized. I'm talking about built-in now. Property is over. So there is a built-in here. Message, we'll see the some other example. Menu. Right now we are going to discuss two things. One is built-in, other one is menu. In this example. Okay. First, what you have to do? One example. Have you ever created on-hand quantity in O2C? Navigation for on-hand quantity? Transactions? Correct, right? So after creating miscellaneous transaction, what you have to do? You need to verify that. Where can you verify that on-hand quantity? You have to go to on-hand availability, on-hand quantity. Again, this is a burden for them. Same form, whatever you are seeing here. This form we have to launch in the menu while creating a transaction. So for this, the function name we have to note down. This is a function name. INV material workbench. So I'm just making a note function name because this function we have to launch it by using a launch function. Launch function is a built-in. Oracle only given all this. Built-in name is launch function. So function name is INV. I'm noting because there is no option to copy. Material W means workbench. INV material workbench. This launch function, if you go here somewhere, take this built-in. Okay, it's not changing. And after giving values, it will change. In this place, we can see that launch function. Now, from where you are going to launch it. That is from miscellaneous transaction form. And here is a place. Sorry, examine. Not from here. Go to diagnostic examine only. So this block name dot field name. Copy this block name. Without this, we cannot execute the result. So block name is this one. Field name. Field name is what it is. Item. The moment you enter this item, block name dot field name, then it will calculate and launch a function. Okay. So colon we have to write here. Colon block name dot field name. Field name is item. That is syntax. Block name dot field name. I'll just type it here. Colon is called as a bind reference. It's a bind reference. So once you gather all this initially, first sequence will be here, tools menu creation, and second step will be here is launch function. That's it. These two steps we have to do. I have already notes with me. I'll share it with you also. You can follow the notes. This one, right? These are all the examples. First, we are here now. One menu we need to create first. How to create menu is like someone has created already. So someone has already created. Let it be all this. Third sequence I'm creating a menu. So menu is what it is. Call on hand quantity menu. This is for your understanding or for others' understanding. Okay. First condition is what it is. When it has to open that or when it has to appear while opening a form. Go to actions. First sequence is what it is. The menu. So how many menus you have? Around 45 menus, right? These are all special menus, but normal menus also we have. Yeah, correct. Menu one is utilized already. Someone has used this, so you cannot use now. You cannot rename it. So I'm using menu two now. Label is what it is. Call on hand quantity. Whatever the naming conventions. If you want to give icon name here, icon. Icon means these are all icons. See, edit field icon, delete icon, like that. Icon I'm not using right now. Okay. Now, second sequence, fourth sequence, let's say. You want to see that menu? Can you see this menu? Right now, if you click on this, nothing will happen. Only menu it will appear. But second task I told you already. Second is what is? Launch which function we have to call this function. But to call it through variable, we have to pass it. Property it is. Global variable property. And then build it. Okay? Anyway, let's go. Second part we are going to do. First part is over already. So this has 2 points. Fourth one is launch a function, launch on-hand quantity function. When it has to activate while opening a form or while clicking on a menu.
Clicking on a menu.
Yes, clicking on a menu. So which menu I have to select here? Menu 2, correct. Menu 2, go to actions, property. Property is what it is. It's a global variable, correct? And the target object, on which column it is? Target object. So that's an item it is, correct? An item, its value. Value is, one second, is there any other? Initial value is default value if you want to pass. Target object is item. Value I already copied, right? Block name dot field name, this one. That's it. And second one is built-in. Second sequence is built-in. There are many built-ins here. SRS form is standard request submission. We can call SRS window to submit a new request. And we can launch a URL, company URL, anything. And we can launch a execute procedure. There are many options. And this is for changing LOEs. And this is to call a libraries, custom libraries. To make form error and all, we can make here form trigger failure. So we'll not use all the built-ins, okay? So whatever important I'm telling, launch a function. Function name is what it is. Function code INB material workbench. It will automatically populate that function name. Okay. Save if any syntax issues and all, we can validate by using this. If it is not giving any error, means that's good. Okay. Now close and reopen. Miscellaneous receipt. Transaction lines. Now you can go to the tools menu and then call. If you click on this, it has to launch. If it is not working, means you did something mistake. Now it is coming up like that. Okay. To call a form from other place, we can use this functionality. Yes. Because no much code involved, right? It's like a game, video game. So shall I continue or shall I stop? If you have a patience, I can continue. రివెంజ్ తీసుకుంటారు కదా నావే ఎవరు కంటిన్యూ అనేది కంటిన్యూ అనేది ఎవరు విద్యానా సారీ ఎవరు విద్య నువ్వేనా అనేది నువ్వు స్లీప్ లో ఉన్నావు నాకు తెలుసు కదా నాకు చెప్పాలి నాదేముంది కాపీ పేస్ట్ లేదా Okay, we'll see some other examples here itself. Let me see. This is over already. And then hiding fields over. Change LOV. It's a big thing. Lengthy steps, yes. Okay, let's LOV list of values. List of 1240. So shall I continue? It will take half an hour more. Up to you. If you have patience, I can tell. Okay, we'll cover some more examples in the next class. Two examples we covered. One is hiding fields, other one is launching a function. There are some tables involved here. Form personalization tables. Easy to remember. Yeah, correct. FND, form custom rules, then FND actions, custom actions, conditions. These are all stored in database tables, form changes. Okay. To migrate it, we can use FND load command. In the Unix, we have to type it. Okay. So we'll talk about 5 more examples. As of now, 2 only is we have seen. We go here. Our syllabus copy is there, right? Zoom covered already. Disabling the button, these are all small things. Changing LOVs in the next class we'll see. Calling a procedure, we need to discuss it. Where is that? Here in this, some examples are there. Hiding we have already covered. Display AOL message also there. Setting initial value is a default value. This is not a separate example. And restriction line level quantity. Okay, all 10 tasks we'll see. 8 more are there now. Okay, guys.
Next class.
Sorry.
Next class.
Next class Monday. Sunday no programs at all.
Oh,
You don't have any programs Sunday?
no.
Why?